What's up, everyone? Megan Olivi here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This will be the site of UFC 178 on Saturday night, and I am joined by Dustin Poirier, who faces Conor McGregor on Saturday. We're going to do a little thing called one round, so we get 5 minutes to talk to you about so many topics, and I have a lot I want to cover with Dustin. So, first thing I thought was really interesting, this is your 13th fight under the Zuffa banner.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'd like to get this one and another one before I turn 26, so.
Wow, so young to have so many fights under this incredible banner. I mean, Burt Watson, I know when he gives you his speech, he says it's a lot harder to stay here than it is to get here. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, it's definitely true. And but at the same time, I feel like I've proven myself and I belong here, you know, so it's a good feeling.
Yeah, and 3-fight win streak.
Yeah.
I mean,
helps.
you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, there's a lot of talk about him. You, I'm sure, have been answering so many questions about him.
Yeah.
Is it getting sort of old?
It's been old. It's been old before this fight was announced, him talking about himself, you know. It's the first time I've ever fought anybody who you know, talks themselves up this much. But it's fun, but it's also a little aggravating, you know.
Sure, but you asked for this fight.
Definitely.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what made you want to say, hey, I've got to fight this guy?
Nobody else would step up and shut him up, you know, humble him a little bit, you know. It's his time. I can't have this guy running through my division talking like that, you know. I've built where I'm at, you know, with my hands, and I'm happy to be here. And that's disrespectful, you know. Somebody's got to shut him up.
A lot of times when we see this kind of hype between a fight, both guys are so amped once they're in there. What do you do to make sure you're relaxed?
You know, that's been a constant battle with me, is finding that balance between aggression and technique. You know, this is my 29th fight, mixed martial arts fight. I know how to fight and I know what I'm doing, but it's just I need to find that balance. And so this whole time, the press tour, you know, a month ago or 2 months ago, all this talking, I've just been practicing, you know, staying calm and not jumping up and telling him to shut his mouth, you know. And I think it's going to happen the same way in the cage. I'm going to get in there and perform, you know, calm and cool.
And how has American Top Team helped you with that? Like, do they make sure that you're in the right place, not just physically, but also mentally?
You know, I have a good group of guys around me and a lot of veteran fighters, like Mike Brown, you know, he's
Sure.
fought some great guys. He's a world champ, and Robbie Lawler. So I kind of just, when I talk fight strategy, I talk about how this fight's going to unfold. We talk about it a little bit, but we don't go too crazy about the mental part or anything like that. But you know, everybody knows what's going on here with this guy.
Sure. And how much does having guys like that on your side really mean to you? Because, you know, some great things we see backstage is like when an American Top Team fighter is on the card, your whole camp comes out and you start cheering. I mean, when Robbie Lawler fought Johnny Hendricks, that was a perfect example. Everybody was you know, chanting, and your whole team really came together as a family. So how much does that mean?
It means a lot. You know, I feel like a family. On that walkout, I actually held the flag in Robbie's corner. But you know, every day when I go to the gym, you know, it's a good group of guys. We feel like a family. We're all pushing each other, no egos. And, you know, it's friends, but it's business at the same time. You know, this is the hurt business. So we beat each other up, but we help each other out, you know.
And what about your wife at home? Because I'm sure she's, you know, got a lot of opinions about what's going on in the press right now with you and Conor. What does she think?
I don't think she cares for him too much either, actually. This is the most I've ever heard her talk about me beating up somebody, or she can't wait, you know. She's just as excited as I am. It's good to see. It's fun, you know. She believes in me. She thinks the world of me in fighting, and it's awesome to come home to that every night.
She helps keep you relaxed at home?
We've been together a long time, so she's been around a lot of fights and been to a lot of fights, so she knows the whole process of how I get, and you know, she helps me out.
What is the deal with this gum?
With the gum, I got a slice in my pocket, maybe. I diet hard. I've been dieting for 12 weeks now, and I mean, I haven't had a burger in 12 weeks or anything. Everything's been really calculated and weighed out and eat at a certain time, and it's real strenuous. So I get this, when it gets down to the last couple of days, I have this gum, dessert gum. It's like apple pie gum, all kind of crazy flavors, root beer float. It just keeps me sane these last couple of days. I need it.
And what about, I saw you doing all plant-based stuff.
Yeah.
What made you change?
I feel great, plant-based diet, a lot of raw food. You know, I feel the best I've ever felt right now. Strongest and you know, just clean mind, everything.
Do you focus on being healthy outside of camp too? Or are you a guy that's like, you know what, I don't have to diet, I'm gonna eat everything on the planet?
Yeah, that's a battle too. I'm still facing. I usually would go crazy after fights and just eat like a maniac, get up to, you know, crazy weight. But I'm trying to be a professional now. So these last couple fights, I've been staying in better shape between fights, so it's easier to get back into camp and all that. And I don't really take any time off. So I'm still training. I'm still in good shape. I just put on a little bit extra weight when I eat bad. So that's what I'm trying to stay away from.
Yeah, and you said you would like to fight one more time before you turn how old?
26.
26.
Yeah.
13 fights under the Zuffa banner, not even 26 years old.
Yep, 26. January 19th, I'll be 26. So I'd like to maybe fight December or early January.
Wow, Dustin, you are such an incredible example of what a Zuffa fighter can be. Best of luck to you on Saturday night. I wish we had more time, but of course this is one round, so 5 minutes with Dustin Poirier.
Yep.
Good luck at UFC 178.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.